Hey guys, going to show you all the collectibles in Layers of Fear 2. Starting off with the phonograph interview. When you first start the game, as you're starting Act 1, the first one's actually automatically given to you. It's going to be right next to your bed, right when you start. You have to listen to all the interviews. There's 6 total, so that's really our first one. Again, it's kind of automatic. You're also going to be given one of the photo slides automatically as well. There's 11 total. First one is given to you automatically, so we'll start with number 2. Now, in your cabin, you can see which items you have collected. There's all the posters. There's 15 of those. Here's the mysterious items. There's actually 4 mysterious items and then a mysterious piece of paper, so we'll just call it 5. Spyglass items, I'm not going to show you. I made a separate video regarding those. So let's go ahead. Let's start off with Act 1, the unmooring. First one's going to be a photo slide. This is going to be, again, number 2 because number 1 was automatically given to you. You're going to see that door on the left-hand side of the hallway just kind of creep open. Well, the door to the right is going to have a room. This is a 2-part room. It's 2 rooms kind of adjoined by a small little hallway. We're going to go into the right, find a drawer. Inside the drawer is photo slide number 2. And then we're going to go find our first of 15 movie posters. This is, again, in the same chapter. This is the room where the area where the room spins and you got to lower the chair into place. Once you've done that correctly, you can then duck and go under into the next area. Go up these little stairs, and there's a poster in the corner. So again, the first of 15. We're going to have our next phonograph interview. This will be actually the first one we find. The first one, again, automatically given to you. So we're going to have a door here. There's a big X on the ground. It's going to lead you into this room. You see the lines on the floor. A bunch of bunks. Nothing underneath the bed. We're going to actually go to the desk. On the right-hand side, we're going to open that door and grab the interview. Next, movie poster. We're going to pull a switch. We are going to have to avoid the lights. There's a trophy, by the way, for completing this section without being spotted by the lights. If you get spotted, just quit the game and continue. So we're going to go into this room here. There's going to be a desk. In the drawer of the desk has a lemon. I never did figure out what those are for. But also in this room on the right side on the wall is going to be the movie poster.
I know you did it.
So we got photo slide number 3. This is the area you see the chalk outline kind of circles around this column here, and there's a desk behind it. Pull open that drawer and grab slide number 3. There's 2 slides for each act. Now, movie poster number 3, we're actually crawling up, and you see then there's a furniture lands on some dude's head if you look through that opening. We're going to drop down, and we're supposed to go to the right. This is the story path. But if you go to the left end of the hallway, you'll find the 12th night. That's movie poster number 3. And that'll do it for Act 1. So let's move on to Act 2. Now, at this point, I want to remind you, you've got to start looking at the spyglass every time you get to the cabin. But moving on, photo slide number 4, you're going to reach this catwalk area here, and you got the steam blocking your path. So you got to turn this little wheel here. It'll shut off the steam. Continue to the end. Instead of going to the left, we're going to duck and go to our right and follow this to the end, and that is where you're going to find photo slide number 4. Now, our first mysterious item, I don't believe you can get until after you start New Game Plus. So this is the area where you reach a monster and you're supposed to go hide in that room, and then you go into that little slide room. But if you go to the very end, there's a button. And again, I don't think this is available until you do this in New Game Plus. So you got to hit that button, and then it's timed. You got to get to the end of this hallway. So again, this is the area where the monster comes at you. You have to go and lock yourself in a room, wait for him to pass. And then the next room, you have to assemble the door in order to get to the next area. But before you assemble that door, make sure you get that mysterious item. Movie poster number 4, you're going to eventually reach a hallway with some doors on the left, one on the right-hand side, has this combination lock. Your combination will be different. You can get the code in the next room to the left with the little chalkboard thing. We'll give you the code. Enter this room, pull that little valve there so you shut off the steam, and continue to the back, and we'll find movie poster number 4. So our next mysterious item, we're going to be crawling through some ventilation. And this is actually not really an item. This is more of a mysterious page. And in this ventilation system, you need to take this left turn into this hidden room here. A lot of things in this room, But the only thing you can grab and pick up is the mysterious item number 2. It's kind of a cryptid instruction manual for the mysterious items. Now we're going to go from here to a phonograph interview. Just a little bit further. Here's where you got the box. You pull it up. A bunch of rats scurry off. We have to duck through this opening here. This one I actually missed 2 different playthroughs. I didn't get this until my 3rd time. So continue through. There's a drawer. Nothing in there of note other than a note. And you're going to open this door. Now this door, if we turn back around, is going to swing open. And there's a guy stuck in there. You can open it yourself, but if you don't, it'll actually swing open automatically. Inside of here is a trunk. Inside of that trunk is the 3rd interview. Now, photo slide number 5. This is the last collectible I found. And I spent a day and a half looking for these damn things. And I actually spot this out of the corner of my eye while moving this little slide bar. Just kind of playing around with it. In the bottom right corner, you're going to see a slide in one of the actual images on the screen. And then it'll appear on the ground. And it caught my eye, thankfully. Literally got this thing by accident. Pick it up. There you go. Photo slide number 5. Most likely the most difficult collectible in the game. Alright, so a little bit later on, you're going to be going through and trying to avoid getting burnt by the fire. You're going to go through an outside area, come inside, and the first door on your right-hand side is going to contain a poster. Grab it and get the heck out of there. You don't want to get burnt. And if you do die, you'll have to come back and collect it again. By the way, you're going to need to finish chapters, or acts rather, when you pick up a collectible in order for it to be counted towards your total. So you can see that's where we came from, the big outside area. So moving on, we're going to find poster number 6. If you travel on, if you look down a hallway on the left-hand side, you'll see this boy in the room just to the left of him. We're going to go in. The boy will eventually disappear. The room will kind of transform itself, revealing 2 bathrooms. So if you go to the back corner, inside that bathroom is going to be the movie poster. And that'll do it for Act 2. We're going to move on to Act 3, Bloody Roots. We're going to start off with a photo slide, number 6. This is going to be in the bedroom. This chapter, this act is separated, divided by specific rooms. This is the bedroom. This is where the puzzle is, where you got to move the little mouthpiece. Well, if you go to the nightstand just to the right of the bed, the bottom drawer is going to contain photo slide number 6. Movie poster number 7. After you've completed the puzzle with all the heads and you put them in the trunk, open up the trunk again before you leave this room, and then you'll see movie poster number 7. So we're going to grab the office key, and we are going to head down. We're going to find movie poster number 8. Movie poster number 8 is not actually in the office. You will find it in the storage room. This also happens to be the respawn point if you die in the main part of the house here. Photo slide number 7 is going to be in the office now, and this is where you got to assemble the rocket ship. And then you go off to space. By the way, hit no objects while you're flying in space, and you'll earn a trophy. So anyways, in this same room, there's going to be a desk. If you got to go and get the drawer underneath it here, pull it open, and that's going to be photo slide number 7. Mysterious item number 3 is another one I don't believe you can do until New Game Plus. This is kind of when you start the maze area, when you're outside. If you go straight forward, you'll run into this statue, and if you continue past it, you'll see this little game board here. What you need to do is open all of the holes. So just kind of keep playing with it until all of them are open. Whenever you interact with one hole, it'll change the facing of the circles for all the neighboring ones. So it's just a little puzzle. It may take you a few minutes to figure it out. Complete that, and then the mysterious item will appear on the bench next to a boy who, I guess, just disappeared. Again, I don't believe that's available your first playthrough, because I don't see how I would have possibly have ever missed that on my first playthrough. All right, so phonograph interview number 4. You're going to do the whole maze thing, and then you come back inside. You get to this room. You're going to look for a desk on the left-hand side. It's going to contain phonograph interview. Movie poster number 9. Very quickly after that, travel through that room with all the film reel. And this is where we're going to head back into the ventilation to do the next section. On your way, you'll see the poster right in front of you. It's going to be hard to miss that one. So So moving on to Act 4, Breathe. That's right, breathe, guys. We are getting close to bitten done. I just want to put a little reminder in and make sure you're doing your spyglass items after each time you come back to the cabin. The final one is a little tricky, requires you to look through for 42 seconds in a specific area. I have a video for that. So starting off in Act 4, we're in the kitchen area. We're going to make our way through here. This is where the doors kind of appear, disappear, going to kind of block the view with the columns here, and they'll appear again or disappear. Well, in that room where that little guy goes running off is going to be the trial of Martyr here. So that's movie poster number 10. Interview number 5 is going to be, as you're making your way up the stairs, you see this little creature boy thing in the corner there. He'll start talking to you. Make your way all the way up to the top here. And we're going to find the photograph interview number 5 here in just a second. Here it is inside this drawer. Now, photo slide number 8, you're going to have a red room here. This is actually, I think, the second of 2 red rooms. You're going to have the first one, and this is going to be a second one. Inside of here, there's going to be a piano in the left corner as you enter on the left-hand side. So pick that slide up from the top of the piano, and we're going to go get slide number 9. Now, you're going to have the monster start chasing you, and you're going to be in this the room with the fireplace, and then you're just going to get chased. During this chase, there's going to be a slide. It's going to be right next to the coffin that you need to close. There's another trophy. I think it's called casket for closing it. There it is. Close that casket for the trophy. But just past that, right there is the photo slide. You can continue to the very end here, get to this hallway. The chase will end. You can now just calmly walk back to that slide location. Movie poster number 11, where everything's either white or blood. Just keep following the stairs. Movie poster will be on the left-hand side. You'll walk right past it.
Look at her.
We got another movie poster. This is going to be number 12. We're going to reach this trunk here, and you got to pick up this weird, crazy, creepy drawing. It's part of the story. Can't avoid it. In this same room, there's a lot of curtains, and there's an opening on the left-hand side. A rat just ran through it. Before you go that way, look off to the right-hand side, and on the wall between 2 curtains is going to be the poster. Mysterious item number 4. You don't need to be in New Game Plus to get this one. You're going to come back up to this area. You've been here a few times already by this point in the game. And there's a chest. It has a combination lock. You need to look at the playing cards right there, and then come back to this chest and enter in the combination. Now, your combination, once again, is going to be different than what mine is. Pop that open, and there's a weird, crazy tree. Now, the next mysterious item, number 5, is also another one I think you have to be in New Game Plus to get, because there's no way I would have missed it the first time. You got the room with all the rats, and you're going to have a boy on the other side of the wall kind of talking at you. In the back left corner of this little statue on the ground is a thing you interact with, and you'll see a rat in the room. Now, this is basically going to be a puzzle. There's 3 rats. What you need to do is turn the direction of the rats, the smaller rats, and have the light facing the larger giant rat. So that was 1. This is number 2. It's a very small area. It's not going to be hard for you to find these things. And then here's number 3. You can do them in any order, but this guy has a curtain that's kind of blocking the light from reaching the bigger rat. So what we need to do is go around to the other side and pull open the curtain, which I'll figure out here any second. There you go. Pull that open. If all 3 lights are now shining on the giant rat, it'll reveal the mysterious item. Number 5. Again, there's technically 4 mysterious items. The 5th thing is just a text page. And that is going to do it for this act. We are now going to move on to the final act. This is called Forever. So once again, spyglass item. Just wanted to throw that in there as a reminder. You also have to, in New Game Plus, the first time you're in the cabin, also need to look through the spyglass. So movie poster number 13, you're going to reach this area where you're going to call an elevator. It's a horizontal moving elevator, if I'm not mistaken. While you're waiting for that elevator, pick up the movie poster. It takes a little while for the elevator to get there, so push the button first, save yourself some time, and pick up the 13th movie poster. 2 more. Photo slide number 10. This is the room with the projectors. There's double projectors with a glass between the 2 rooms. So we're going to go to the left. And then before you turn right, there's going to be a door. You need to look to the left, and on this little ledge right in front of the painting is going to be photo slide number 10. Now, movie poster number 14. All right, so we're going to continue on. You got these stone mannequin things. There's going to be a door you can swing open on the right-hand side. This is right before you get to the big vault door that you got to open. So just look for a door that you can turn the handle, and inside that room is going to be the 14th movie poster. We're going to go photo slide number 11. It's going to be the final photo slide in the game. You're not going to pop the trophy because you have to view them in your cabin. So you're going to come up to this area. You see the flying lemons in that room just in front of you. You open up the door. You see another room with flying lemons. We'll get there in just a second. There's something in there. But first, go to the door opposite of that. And there's just this narrow little hallway with shelves on both sides. This collectible is hard to find. You got to kind of crouch to get to see it easier. But it'll be right on the left-hand side on the bottom shelf. Now let's go back into that room with all the flying lemons. So inside this room is going to be the final movie poster on the left-hand side. You'll get the trophy for that the next time you go into your cabin. So make sure you finish the act. Interview number 6. You're going to have this little area with the ships. What you need to do is pull the little switch here, kind of shoots off the cannon. And you're going to see a light to my right-hand side here. It's coming into view. Just next to that is a little table. On top of that table is interview number 6. And that is all the collectibles. But remember, you have to go back to your cabin, listen to all 6 of the interviews, and then go to your slide machine and view all 11 photos. Your posters will automatically put in a wall. All your mysterious items will automatically be put in place. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe.